languages, and we are here. And we are here. We're having, this lovely conversation before the program came back. Now, it's still the conversation on Lagos television, and we have something interesting today. I love drama, and I love our indigenous language, especially Yoruba. So
Madam
I'm going to focus. Leave me alone. I'm going to focus more. We're going to focus more on that this morning. And guess who we have here? Once you see that face, you remember, this man, where has he been? Anyway, he said he's been here. We have Mr. Yinka Akombi. He's a writer, he's a film director, and MD Pisces Audio Visual, and he's here to talk about drama and indigenous languages.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, everybody.
Before we start, I want to ask you, about drama. What does drama mean to you?
Well, for me, drama is life. Drama is the interpretation of life. When you want to mimic what is the real thing. Also, when you want to correct what the real thing is. When you want to drama for me is like medicine for the society. So that is why we say every society creates its own drama.
Okay.
So
because I have this write up here, and which says drama is a powerful mirror of the society.
Yes.
And when it speaks in our mother tongues, it not only entertains, it educates, preserves, and dignifies.
Yeah. You can't entertain somebody if you are not teaching the person a lesson. For you to truly entertain somebody, that person must be able to take something away from the experience. So drama is a kind of reenactment of our fears, our aspirations, how we communicate with the Supreme Being, how we communicate with ourselves, everything is an embodiment of everything that we stand for as a people. So I don't want to jump the gun, but then since I heard something like drama should be in the language of a society, you see, it is only when people want to be fraudulent that they say drama generally. There's nothing like drama generally. Shakespeare was writing in the language of the Elizabethan period. Even most of the topics that he addressed in whether Macbeth, whether in all his plays, he was speaking the Elizabethan language. He was writing in Elizabethan so that they could understand. So when you say drama, there are regional varieties to drama. A drama must reflect the lives of the enabling society that has given birth to it. Drama is given birth to by society, but it also tries to outlive, to reenact that same society as a way of correcting the ills of that society. So it's like there's this symbiotic relationship between drama and a society and the people.
Okay, can you say now, from all you have said now, are you saying that life itself is drama, and can drama be mostly interpreted with your indigenous language?
Well, it is so unfortunate that we are living in a world where people have been dominated by other people, and it is just a case of the whites who came here to colonize us. They were looking for how to survive, and because we allow people. We just accommodate anybody. So, and through the means of force too. And now what we have, while I have to speak this language I'm speaking, I wouldn't say it was by choice. It wasn't. It didn't come to me by choice. It became, at a point, it was the language of survivors. So we used to do our own drama before the whites came. So for me, by experience, I know that I am very, very much at home with the language of with my indigenous language.
No, Banikama saw Yoruba, but
Timbang.
I'm not that good, so I don't want to.
No, Timbang. I write both in English and Yoruba. But when I'm writing in English and Yoruba, I feel so comfortable. I feel so original. I feel it's like if you write, if you don't know anything about your indigenous language, your own mother tongue, it's like walking into the market naked.
Benny, I agree.
When you walk into a market, you don't have a name. People will give you a name. That's why when they see a madman in the market, people will look at the behavior of that madman, or maybe things that is coming out of him or her, and they'll give it a name. But that person must have gotten a name from home. So if there's nothing bad about going into the international markets. There's nothing bad about dominating the whole wide world. But the fact remains that your language is the only thing that people cannot fault.
It's your identity.
Yes, it's your identity. Wole Soyinka. One thing why I respect Wole Soyinka is, Wole Soyinka writes English with the African man sensibility. So when he writes and the whites are saying, they open their mouth, they look at him and like...
Is it just African man's sensibility or Yoruba?
So the Yoruba...
you can picture the Yoruba...
What he has done, if you read Death and the Kings of Osman, that piece of literature, it reeks of African integrity, it's African... the essence of the African mind, So you are not making any statement by not speaking or not understanding your own language.
You are lost
your own mother
if
tongue.
you can speak your
Seriously.
mother tongue.
When we look at the Nigerian drama and film industry, there was a time where it seemed like just doing the English movies was a thing. But in recent times, I like the way I see movie producers, directors, really giving their best into building indigenous content. So how have you seen this evolve over the years, and then how do you see it pitching into the international scene?
You see, we used to be that way. Moshe Bolatan, Shawarede, and so many others.
I want to mention
so many
a particular person that used to, just do will I call it movies? Anyway, his films, Yoruba about Ogunde. But as a child, we were never allowed to go to the cinema to watch it. Because what lessons were you learning from that? Yeah. And that never allowed us. But we went to watch the Moshe Bolatan.
That is sounding tragic to me.
Yes, because it was full of witches.
Yeah. No. You see, what do you understand? What do you understand by that word itself? Witches. We always have this general attitude. Are you not a witch?
I'm not.
How do you know? We need to understand what you need when you get to a particular age.
Okay.
The knowledge you have, how deeply rooted in the enabling culture that you live in is what makes you whoever you are. Are there not white witches?
I heard there are.
Witchcraft. Science is witchcraft.
Okay.
That's a
if I hold a remote control and I'm able to communicate with an object that is far from me, isn't that, if I'm able to fly a drone with a remote button,
even using your phone,
and it goes, if I put the drone here and it flies to
Ikeja.
I don't need to bring it back here. It will come back and land the exact. Is that not witchcraft? So we need to. One thing they have done is to set us against ourselves. so that we don't even understand. For every religion, for every Christian drama to make sense, it must fight African traditional religion. It must say one Babalawo is doing this without knowing the meaning of Babalawo, without knowing the meaning of Awo. What is the meaning of Awo? Awo means secrecy. Simple. Something that that is guided. Something that you don't just throw into the streets. Something that people need to seek to understand. We are here now. People don't know what we are. But the reality of what we are doing here, people don't see it. But all they are seeing is me. If the camera is directly on me now, they are only seeing me talking. If you are watching a movie that is of sexual orientation, for instance, maybe a scene that is blue, that it's a closet scene, you don't know that there is a sound person there. You don't know that there is a makeup artist there. You don't know there is a... The only thing you are seeing is that scene.
Two people.
And you believe that it is real because it is covered in... So, that is witchcraft.
But isn't that the fault?
We need to, first of all, go back and understand what things mean before we now say, oh, this one is bad, that one is bad. They just came and say everything is bad. And they threw away the baby with the bathwater. And we are beginning to know the reason there is a reawakening from and healing from the trauma of colonialism.
Okay. So, Joy, your question.
Yeah, so I was saying that... No, you didn't touch my question.
You didn't touch her.
Yeah,
okay.
Your reaction was to her question. So I'm saying that now the film industry is doing more, being more intentional in building indigenous content. So I was saying that, how do you see that pitching in the international scene?
Well, the fact that the Chinese, the Indians, we consume their movies, but they speak their language. You see, you cannot even speak English as mother tongue, no matter how good you are. The English you are speaking is ESL variety, English as second language. The Chinese, they did not even accept it as their second language. They are speaking the English as foreign language, EFL. That is that when you pick a literature of a particular thing that you buy, that is made in China. When you read about a line or so of the language, you feel bad because you understand how English language works. You are speaking the English, but they are speaking it as foreign language. Whether it is correct or not, they don't care.
They don't care.
Therefore, as long as they are able to communicate that, put this one on this and screw it down. So they say, put this one on this and screwing it down. They don't care about grammar. So it is a good thing that is happening in the day. The fact that we are speaking our language doesn't mean that we are not given a space in the international market. We are. It doesn't stop anything. And I think the world is now beginning to realize that they are missing a lot by not having by not having our films shot in our indigenous languages. Because don't forget that at the end of the day, no matter how good my English is when I speak, they will still want me to do subtitling. They will tell me that they are not understanding me. You understand? They don't feel. Whereas I am trying to pick my words in such a way that you will understand. But because I'm not using their sensibilities, what I'm delivering is not coming to them. I'm talking as an African man, and it's not something that we should. So it is a good thing that it is happening. And it doesn't rid us of anything at all. Rather, it gives us the opportunity to command more respect. It gives us the opportunity to come up with something that is original, authentic, something that they can say, oh, this is coming. Look at our music. The only few people who actually made it or are making it are the ones who are indigenous. Fela studied there, came back, and say, the only way I can be comfortable. And at the end of the day, all the wahala, all the problem, all the things where you think say you go do, this, what, this, that. So he came back home and came up with something, unlearn everything he has learned, and give it to them raw. And people listen.
And they took it.
When Fela went to Germany to perform sometime, he allowed them to perform. Some people performed before him. When he got there, when it was his turn, the people waited, and he rearranged the whole setup, the musical instrument and everything. But when he started, those who had walked off the arena came back because it sounded original.
Okay, still talking about drama.
To answer your question, if I've danced around it, it's even the more original we are, the better.
Okay, since we're still talking about drama and indigenous languages, and earlier on you spoke about the Chinese, I'd like you to tell us the difference or the similarities between African theater and, of course, the Chinese movies we grew up watching. I know I watched a lot of it. Are there, because we're talking about indigenous, are there any similarities or differences?
Well, maybe the only similarities, the only similarity is in the fact that they use their language and we use our language. Because most of the Chinese films that I watched growing up, whether it is that of Bruce Lee, whether it is that of the other Shaolin masters and everything, the only opportunity they were looking for in the theme is to fight. You kill my mother. When I was young, you kill my father, and then I want to revenge.
You kill my teacher.
I want to revenge.
I want to revenge.
So it was only the fight, and the spectacle was what drew us. Else, there's nothing more to watch about. We have story, they have their own story.
Even the Indians.
But the Indians, they are waiting for the opportunity to sing and dance.
Okay.
So you understand?
Okay.
The Malini, the Dramendra.
So what are we selling?
We are selling something bigger than that.
Okay.
We're selling humanity. We're selling
witchcraft.
Somebody dealing. No, you understand? You see, even when you say witchcraft, no, seriously.
Okay.
No, when you say witchcraft, even if it occurs in our drama, we are always balancing it out at the end of the day. When I say somebody killed somebody's son, there must be a repercussion at the end of the day. So there's justice. So we don't just push it out there and say, I'm not saying there are no bad aspects. We have our own evils that we have to deal with. But the fact remains that we don't celebrate such evils as Africa. Well, let me talk about my culture as a Yoruba. We don't celebrate. There must be, when somebody does something bad in a movie, the antagonist is always having his own evil day. There must be a sense of justice. And then don't forget, our own tragedy is not like that of the Western world that says you are born this way, the gods have decided who you will be, that is the person you are going to be, you must kill your own father, marry your own mother. But in Yoruba, in our culture, there is this cyclical way of looking at things. Okay. When there is always a remedy. When you do something wrong, when you do atonement for what you have done, you are forgiven.
Okay, now let's talk about the sweetness and the uniqueness of drama in our indigenous setting. You said something earlier that when that we always, or maybe movie makers always make African tradition look bad.
No, not movie makers. Please, please.
Okay.
No.
Who are those?
No.
Who are those that make it look bad? Because that is what we see.
The way religion is propagated. And those religious movies, those who claim that they do religious movies, without African religion, they won't survive. They don't have anything to say.
Okay.
They don't have anything to say in their movies if they are not talking about African traditional religion.
Okay.
There is one man who...
So they always make reference to...
Who's a babalawo somewhere. They don't have anything. They don't have anything to talk about.
Oh, okay.
There is a babalawo somewhere. There's somebody who is planning juju for somebody. And then one pastor prays for that person. and that person heals, and you understand. If it is not that way, tell me what they will talk about.
Okay, still talking about the sweetness and the uniqueness
yeah.
of indigenous languages. What inspires you, as a director, as a writer, to tell stories, in local languages?
Well, let's look at.
We
Baba
begin from
Ogunde.
your journey.
Let's look at
drama.
Baba Ogunde. I'm sorry. Let me just quickly say this. Baba Ogunde, in those days, in his drama, there will be songs. And
The
when
songs
you
are
listen to Baba Ogunde, even look at the one he used. Look at the one. Mama Ogbodo gbọ́ pé mo fẹ́ nípa gbé tó bá wá gbọ́ wọn á kọ̀ mí lọ́wọ́, something like that. And then
You're going to sing for us.
look at the one he did with the wife when the wife died, Adeshewa. Ó ṣe àbálẹ̀ sọkún títí kójú roni, omi ojú wa ìbálẹ̀ kún odò, àbálẹ̀ ronú pé ó ṣe àgbè tó ti fọ́ kò ṣe mú rodo. Look at that poetry. Ẹkún òde bí ọ̀rọ̀ gbẹ́dùn ni, ẹkún òde bí oòrùn tí ó ràn, oòrùn tí ó dókùnkùn ọ̀sán gangan. You know what that means? Sunset at midday. Look at Ayinla Ọmọwúrà. Ayinla Ọmọwúrà hardly says a line without proverbs. Mo gbé tẹ̀ ṣí dànù, mo gbé tuntun dé o. Mo gbé tẹ̀ ṣí dànù, mo gbé tuntun dé o. Ṣé mo rú ẹ̀, mo gbére dé. Adé tó lùwà dé fún wa, the crown that God has placed on my head. Kò ní ṣí lórí wa fún àbàdà títí láéláé. Mo ń sọ nínú orin tó ré kọjá pé ní ayé ń fẹ́ ò lárùn kan lára. Somebody who is loved by the world barely has any deformity, because you are not seeing the deformity. You are seeing the beauty. So, what inspires me? My immediate environment. It's very rich.
Okay.
Look at you people. If I want to write a song about the way you look, I can do many albums. Is it your hair I want to talk about? Is it your face? Is it the way everything hangs on you? So the only thing is, we are always looking beyond. We are craning our necks to look at things that is far from us.
Like we don't pay
We are overreaching ourselves.
Immediate,
we are not paying attention to our immediate environment.
Yeah.
There's beauty everywhere you turn in Nigeria. Beauty. You cannot even, the language, even the street language itself. Hey, they create their own proverbs. They create their own imagery. We are so blessed as a people. So we have enough materials, and we only need to be inward turning, so that what we give out there will be, and we are beginning to do that. Davido is doing it. This other guy too is doing it. And that is why they all knew that without what they now call Afro beats, the world will not accept them. Everywhere you go in the world, there's no part of the world that they are not playing Nigerian Afro beats.
Okay.
So look at there's even a play dedicated to Fela.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about? So I have enough. All we need to do is to be that confident about ourselves, that we have a lot to offer. And the world knows that we have a lot to offer. So they are waiting. The world is waiting for us. So whether you write your film in Ishakiri, in Yoruba language, in Hausa language, the fact remains that the world is waiting. The BBC has its own Hausa, Yoruba.
Yeah.
Yes.
Igbo.
Yeah, so what are we talking about? When DSTV came here, they were making Yanga. At the end, nobody taught them to now begin to work in our indigenous language. Because,
magic.
and they became more popular.
Yeah.
They reached out more when they embraced our local languages. So, and what are we even talking about? My language, Yoruba, is a global culture. My Yoruba is everywhere.
When you say everywhere,
It's in Cuba. It's in South America. And so many other places.
Brazil,
When this guy was, when they were, I've forgotten his name, when they were asking him how he was able to save himself from the Americans, how are they not able to kill him?
Who?
This PLO man, I've forgotten his name now.
He spoke Yoruba.
He said, the Orichas were saving me.
Orisha.
Yes.
Orichas.
Yes. So what are we talking about? We are a global citizen. We are everywhere. So
True.
that is enough. It's like when you have inherited something and you don't value it. So I know that I don't need to look too far to get inspired because I have the opportunity to be steeped in my, for instance, look at the Gelede Festival in Abeokuta. It is drama.
They still do it?
Yeah, yes. So, they make sure that, you know.
For those who don't know what Gelede is.
Gelede
For those who don't know what Gelede is.
It's a form of masquerade.
It's a beautiful masquerade.
Yes, beautiful masquerade.
Like, looks like a woman.
They depict, yes.
Big
They dance, you know. I think the female is the central figure of the Gelede Festival. And they try to, well, they don't just sing. They create songs about what happens in the society. Even if a Kabiesi has taken somebody's wife by force, they will take the song to his palace and they will sing it in front of his palace. There are some of them that are, because they are celebration of life, some of them because if you sing some of them now, they will say, but the fact remains, that is.
So the significance of the Gelede masquerade in Abeokuta is to correct social
yes.
So, okay.
Yes. In fact, when you see them dance the way they dance or they dress the way they dance, it's because they are trying to mimic something.
Okay.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Some of the animals that we don't have anymore, like there was this one that I used to know then. He will wear a mask and then he begins to limp. He begins to limp. And the limping is not just ordinary limping, he limps to a particular rhythm. You will see the beauty of it. But then, if you listen to what the drummer is saying, you will now, everything now adds together. The drummer is saying, Oni jiga dewanu, mohe, mofije. You know, jiga is something that is a parasite that you get from pigs. You know, they live on your body. So there are so many things. We educate ourselves, we educate our kids, we make sure that the society outlives its present self by Gelede, by Efe music. Okay. So that what is wrong today is corrected, so that, you know, life goes back to.
Okay, let me take you on this now, because you have been singing while you have been talking, and so let's look at the significance of music, chant, poetry to drama in Africa.
I can almost say there's no drama or African drama authentic without chants, without music, it is the content of such music, such chants that you now begin to look at. You know, it is part and parcel of us. Music is part of us. We communicate, we teach, we raise our hopes, we condemn people, we abuse, we insult, you praise with music. So music itself is even almost drama in itself. So it is very, very, almost compulsory that a truly African drama cannot be without music. Whether you use it as theme music, whether you use it as bed to move from one scene to the other, or whether you prepare the experience that is coming by the music that you compose and you put there, you score and put there. Everything you are doing is part and parcel, because you can't do your own indigenous music and you are now score it with Michael Jackson's music. So you understand? So it is whether it comes as a separate thing in the movie or it is part of the storytelling. Everything must come together, and you cannot tell a Nigerian a Yoruba movie, an Igbo movie, without some form of music that speaks the language and addresses. Though some people misuse it by telling a story. You are you are running a commentary while the music is saying while the story itself is evolving. No. It's just, everything must hang together to create one artistic whole. Not that the music is doing its own and then
the storyline is
you are telling the story like, Papa Jemusi, Papa Jemusi, you don't kill somebody. What you could happen today, make we see him. But already you are telling a story, and we can see. So those are misuse, elements. But besides that, nothing is original about us without music.
Without music.
Maybe this is why the Indians love their movies with
music. Yes. In fact, they express more with somebody dies. So they but don't forget that they are not pretentious about it. It is who they are.
Identity.
Yes.
Okay, we've been talking about just Herbert Ogunde. We have so many others.
Yeah.
So let's go down memory lane. Let's look at the style of drama, movie, film, the likes of Duro Ladipo and his beautiful wife, Morimi, and of course, Moses Olaiya.
Okay.
That one I know for comedy. And they love, of course, the Lover Man, and we have a son.
And you see,
into movie making now. So I'd like you to just touch on, this past dramatists or movie makers. I want you to describe their style of drama, at each point in time when they were into full movie filmmaking.
Okay. You're actually asking me to write a PhD, to write more than PhD thesis.
Okay, you've done.
See,
okay,
because
we know Moses Olaiya is a comedian. Yes.
Yeah, Moses Olaiya is a comedian, and most of the songs that he used in his film are just comedian. Like Carry Le, Wadomi Wo, But so the music he uses, it complements the drama. You see, drama has three main languages. The verbal, the one we speak, that we express ourselves, and then the gestural, how we move our body when we are saying one particular thing. If I am angry, and I'm not telling you that I'm angry, I'm trying to couch those words in pleasant, soothing words, but at the same time, you can see that my hand is shaking. You know that this guy can slap me if I am close to him. You understand? So and then the third one is the symbolic. So all of that are the things that we combine when we are talking, when we are creating drama. And the more original we are, the more authentic we are. Look at most of our Nigerian actors. They are trying to be American. The moment you switch on the camera and an actor is in front of you, that's from my own experience. I'm talking from experience now. The moment you switch on the camera and you roll tape and action, I'm telling you, what is behind the minds of most Nigerians is how to be prim and proper. How to appeal to the Western world. How to capture the attention of the West, not being original.
And that is what they are looking for. The people we are trying to, entertain.
Which people are you trying? I think we need to also decide who are we entertaining.
Okay, we are trying to entertain
the Western world.
The Western world, but we cannot sell Western to Western. They are looking for originality, because there was a time. This lady's movie, I think that was the very first Indigenous movie on Netflix, couldn't win something because it wasn't Indigenous.
Which one?
Lionheart.
Lionheart did not win. Lionheart did not win because it was supposed to be a percentage of African language. Yes, I knew it had something to do with it. And it didn't meet up. So, and I think I think that is what caused some awakening in people that, the more original we are. So the slots that we have now says you must be this, for you to qualify to have come from Africa, you must have this percentage of local input that you're in your language. But you see, it's not even about the language. You know, it's not even, you want to eat, they put food in front of you. And this food is eba. You understand? Wait, it is eba. But normally, you now begin to...
Or you eating with fork and knife?
You know, let's even forget. That one is another problem entirely. You now begin to... But don't also forget that... So because people think that we are clumsy. We are not clumsy eaters. My grandpa would teach us how to eat. When they... Sorry for moving this. When they serve the food and all of us are eating together in one plate, you have your own area of the plate that you don't cross. Yes, you have your own area of the plate that you don't cross. And when you carry eba, when you cut eba,
make it.
when you don't do eba, we Yorubas don't eat that way. No. The way they do it is even don't forget the kind of eba they do. It's not the one that will stick to the hand.
Palms, yeah.
But our own ebas are not too hard.
Yeah.
So when you hold it, you don't even, the eba must not be too much on the plate for the person who is going to wash it. So you cut it, put it in the stew, and you don't cut too much for your
more than
for
your
mouth
can take
at a time. So we have rules. But then when you now go the Western way and you like, you want to eat, and you don't want the thing to soil your hand. Get your hands soiled. Eat. And then go and wash it. Wash it before and after. So that's why they say, you know. Thank you very much. Yes, now.
Okay, so for those movies, it's not just about the language.
It's about the manners. It's about how you carry yourself. It's about how you present yourself.
Okay.
There are certain things that we don't do as a people.
Okay.
There are certain things that even if you want to kiss a woman, there's a way you hold that woman as a Yoruba man.
How do you hold a Yoruba man when you want to kiss?
We can't do that here. You understand? So you don't hold a Yoruba man. The movie you are writing, you are acting in is Yoruba, and then you now hold the woman. You now hold her like I'm trying to like Dramendra or like a beautiful, like
anyway, let's talk about you.
See, that's it. We are not clumsy. It doesn't have to be clumsy.
About you. Now let's talk about you because we mentioned you do Roland Dupont, and let's talk about
I'm not even really touched them.
Yinka Akanbi. Yes. Because of time, let's get to know. I'm sure
we must have all the time today. Today is Friday now. We must have all the time.
Oh yeah.
Why are you rushing us?
Okay, let's talk about our past. Movie makers, which I have mentioned earlier before we
go into
because
like I said a little about Babasala comedy, Ogunde epic.
Okay.
Epic. He
has his
comedy. Epic style. Yes, he has his
Ogunde
epic style, and it must come with music.
Yeah.
The drama goes, music comes to express one, and then it goes, and then music comes. So music is a kind of punctuation in his works, and the music. And when we say music, we are not talking of the verbal, what they are saying. You know how far that goes?
It's true. That's very true.
And then the thing is it's not just saying, it's not just for you to, there's a particular thing, there's a message in that thing. There's a particular way a particular music comes. There's a particular way, it's a form of music. And it communicates to those who know about the music. So Ogunde was not just doing something for. Ogunde was very deep, very deep. In fact, if he is not studied, there may be a time in history that people may not understand the essence of his works. So we need to continue to study and study and overstudy for us to understand. Then Ogun, Baba, what's his name? The Shango man. What's his name now? I've forgotten his name.
Ishola
Ogunshola is another beautiful dramatist. He will write songs. Most of the songs that you hear in other artists, he wrote them. Yeah. For instance, I remember I witnessed him writing songs for Uncle.
Is the one nicknamed Aisho Pepe?
Dr. Aisho Pepe. That's where you see him. He was an embodiment of physical agility on stage and music, and then the way he talks, he wants to capture you. He doesn't just want. He doesn't want to give you the opportunity to watch another person when he's talking. When you have an eye
contact
on stage, not just eye contact, the way he moves, his gestures and everything. Ray, you and me too used to be like that. He wants to talk. He has gestures. These people, you see, these people created something, a legacy that we are not tapping into. They have left enough for us that if we tap into them in the way we do, we'll be able to create that uniqueness that the world is waiting to see about us.
We want to talk about you.
Yeah, go ahead.
But before we talk about him, let's connect it now to the younger generation who are also doing well, in this space. We have Afolayan.
Yes.
Only Afolayan. He's really doing well. Yeah. So let's also talk about the
I think by virtue of what I've said, I have also talked about Kunle Afolayan. Kunle Afolayan is not sharing his galaxy with any other stars. He's there, And then we have Femi Adebayo too.
Yeah,
fantastic. Femi Adebayo. We have Tunde Kela. No, let me not.
Let me not bring Tunde Kela. Don't bring him in.
We have a lot that are still coming.
But there's one person that I believe that is
There's Ibrahim Chata.
Thank you.
Hey,
that's him.
Yeah, that's another.
That is him.
When you mention Ibrahim Chata,
yes,
it brings.
It affects
like
every part of you. Because the moment you give him the opportunity to play a role, he does his research, and then
that guy
he brings life. He injects life into it.
I think we
look at what he
enough.
did with the Baba. Is it Baba? The Baba Takwa. Look at the way he gets in and out of you need to be around when he's acting for you to be able to appreciate
him. Yeah.
When you are there and you see the way he transforms, the moment you say action,
he just switches.
You see him transform. Another person that is that good is Toyin Oshinaki.
Okay.
When Toyin Oshinaki is an actor, he's there. You see, I just came back.
Oh, I just came back. Okay.
When you give Toyin a role, and maybe you have done the first 13 episodes, and he's coming back in 3 years' time to come and play the same role. He'll just tell you, please, can I see a few of the ones I did before? And that is it. It projects into it, and it becomes seamless. You never know. You never see the difference in time. It doesn't show. So we have a lot of them who are coming on, who are doing things. But we hope that they are not going to get disconnected from the source. Like they say, when a river forgets its source, it will dry up. I hope that they don't lose steam. I hope that because we have equipment and so many other things now to achieve some of the things we could not achieve in the past. But a camera cannot work by itself. The story has to be good. It has a source. And you are honest to that source that is giving you what you use, so the materials that you use. So we are at a point in life that there is a bit of confusion in the air.
Why would you say that?
Yeah, there is a bit of confusion. We have the Gen Zs who are neither here nor there. The Gen Zs is a problem. It's a problem that we are having to deal with now. They don't know their sense of right and wrong is so warped that you need to do a surgery. It's so bad.
Yeah.
It's seriously, it's so bad. To communicate with them is another thing entirely. How do you talk about somebody who walks along the street and without clean undies and they are sagging?
And you're still showing it off.
You understand? You are showing it off.
We started. We talked about something about OAU earlier, about the Obafemi Awolowo University, which is your school.
My alma mater.
Oh, Eshe. Earlier. Great Ife. Okay. When we started this show with our news point, the school authorities is coming down with new rules because of this Gen Zs you just mentioned. Indecent dressing, no kissing, no, sagging and
colored
all of
hair,
that, colored
piercings, tattered jeans, show me your back, skimpy dresses.
What's your view on that? And because when you were there, we have am I saying we? Am I in your generation? No, don't forget youthful exuberance.
Yeah, we had our own expression of bad, good, and ugly.
Exactly.
But you see, that is something that we need to handle with care. We need to handle that with care. This idea of giving a sweeping rule over wearing of clothes and stuff, you have to be very careful. Else, they are university students. They are supposed to be adults. Blame yourself if you give admission, you offer admission to babies. You are the one who is supposed to. When we were going to, in fact, in primary school, I remember at my own time, I must be able to do this, and my hand will touch here.
No, okay. Yeah, I'm not.
If my hand did not touch here,
no school.
I remember they will not allow you because there is an age. We are putting undue stress on ages that are not able to cope. Some people are not able to live without the presence of their parents. So when you now see them, they will copy wrong things. So, but then, you don't now correct them as if you are correcting babies. I think they need to look into what areas, and they need to staircase how they enforce that rule. They don't need to put everything together. That's one of the few things that we do wrong. Fire brigade. We don't do fire brigade because if you do fire, they will revolt.
Yeah.
And if they don't do it outside, they will do it somewhere else. All this kissing they are talking about, we used to kiss when we were in school. We kissed. In fact, there was something we also called under the flower, which was not the normal thing. If you are from a good home,
what is under the flower?
Let it remain under the flower.
There are certain things that, if you are from a good home and you have imbibed the trainings that you are supposed to get from home, though you can't get all the trainings from home. Some you come to learn by interacting with others, in the society. That is what creates a society anyway. So I think they need to be very, very careful. Else, it will lead to a kind of chaos.
Chaos, yeah.
You don't correct things by just, you begin from somewhere and you get somewhere. You have a place, and then if they do it with religious undertone, it will backfire.
Sure.
It will. So I was alarmed when I heard the number of things that they said they want to do away with at once. So me now that I have 10 jeans and all the jeans are torn, where do you want me to get the money? It didn't start today, and it cannot end in just one day. They need to be very careful. They need to staircase it into,
Okay,
stages.
we need to talk about Yinka Kombi, the writer, the film director, the MD Pisces audio visual. You know, when you came in, I said, I know you. I know you on television.
And I told you that I know you too. We met in China.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I don't know.
What have you been up to? For those who are still wondering, or for those who know him, I've not seen him since Shaworede, Madame DRS. Okay. I've not seen him. Where have you been? What have you been doing?
I've been around. I've been doing more than acting. In fact, at a point, I decided that, look, I wasn't going to just go for other people's jobs. I have a company running that is producing, so I want to be producing, and if possible, act in my own works. You know, though that created some, it created some problems because my children even called me at a point and said, "Why did you stop acting?" You see, there are so many things one could have gained by acting, by being there. But there's also something, rather than getting salaries, what I told myself after I left school is to pay salaries, to pay people salaries. And that is what I've been doing. I run a company, we shoot TV commercials, we shoot documentaries. As a writer, I write documentaries, I write TV, radio jingles, radio dramas, and I shoot all those things. So it's not like I've not been busy. I've been busy, I've been there. You see, the only thing is, in Nigeria, we think,
once you're not
the only thing, once you are not in front of the camera, and what they understand to be filmmaking does not include documentaries, does not include TV commercials. But the fact remains that there are 1 minute films.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you are shooting, and shooting TV commercials put food on the table, more than film.
More than film.
So I'm just trying to survive. So I've been there. I've been doing those things. I've been running my company. I've been, and I've also been doing little bits of teachings here and there. Okay. So I'm not a teacher. If I want to teach, I teach with my music, because I do music too. I write music, I sing, so I've been doing all these things. By not acting, because sometimes when you want to act, if they tell you, because of logistic problems, if they tell you, oh, you are coming on our set and you are contracted to be there for 2 weeks. Some people, you can work with them for 4 weeks. So, and some people, they can only work according to the budget that they have. So if I spend 4 weeks on your set for you understand? Some people will suffer.
Yeah. Okay.
So I've just been trying to not be too far away from the front of the camera, because I still act too, but not as much as I would have had the opportunity to.
Okay. Okay, I'd like you to take us through your Lagos experience. Tell us what has been most memorable for you about Lagos.
Well, Lagos is that port. For me, Lagos is that port that is made of elastic. That is elastic. There is no
stretches you.
Yes, it's not that it stretches me. It stretches. It takes and continues to take.
Oh.
It continues to take, and it's been expanding. I hope that one of these days it doesn't burst. That's what Lagos is. Everybody, as I'm speaking with you now, from every part of Nigeria, at least about 100 people are coming to Lagos.
Do you have an idea of the population of Lagos?
I don't, but I can suggest.
It's about.
In fact, let's talk about Ikeja. Let's look at the population of Ikeja.
Lagos has over 20 million.
And that 20 million, those are the one. There are some that have missed the eyes.
Over 20. My producer said over 25 million.
So I think Lagos is bigger than that. And Lagos is not only receiving people from Nigeria, from West Africa.
Yeah.
You know how many Ghanaians are in Nigeria? You know how many people are even coming in from Nigeria? That is even the problem now that we have. Because there is little or no difference between people in the northern part of Nigeria and outside Nigeria. So anybody can just walk in to say, I'm a Nigerian. Those guys who are coming to steal iron rods, they steal gates these days. They are not Nigerian. Majority of them are not Nigerians, because that was not our culture. We've been interacting before from south and north. Those things were not happening. They will break gutters to remove the internal roads these days. They will come to your gate, your fence, and remove iron rods. They just want to, they eat iron rods.
They eat.
Yes, now if they are not eating it, what? They eat. So it's a big problem. So Lagos for me is that I did a song about Lagos.
Oh, we'd love to hear it.
Ẹ má bẹ́ẹ̀ kó jẹ́ fún wa. Àwọn kan sọ wípé kò sẹ́ni tó lè kú. Amọ́ra wa, òhó amọ́ra wa, ìhòòhò làkàrà wa. Tí mọ́ínmọ́ín ti ń ṣoge. You know, and then there's another Lagos song which I did some. Moji moji o mo bokumu, mo burin burin, mo mosa wese. Ajiro tutu ọba omi, alomi nílé epo, aníṣu nílé epo ń bẹ lájà. Ẹ̀rù bà wá láti ìgbàlejò, Èkó la lóhùn gbogbo ọmọ aráyé ń wá. Èkó la lóhùn gbogbo ọmọ aráyé ń wá òhe. Èkó la lóhùn gbogbo ọmọ aráyé ń wá. You see, what I'm trying to say there is, it is Lagos that has everything that everybody is looking for. Whether you are a white man or whether you are Indian, whether you are British, Lagos has something for you. So Lagos is Lagos is like an artwork that contains. It's like an artwork that contains an expression of every part of the world. The Chinese are here, the Indians are here, but there is a way that is unique about the way they are here that makes it only Lagos experience. It is not something that you come across in other areas that we have a lot of people. There is something about you that makes you feel that you are an owner of Lagos.
Is that what inspired those songs?
No, well, part of it is just...
Are you a Lagosian?
Partly.
Oh.
When I say partly, I know that my grandpa, before they migrated, my grandpa from Abeokuta, we are from Abeokuta, we are Owu people. My grandpa, his own father, lived in Itakose. So when they sing our praises, sometimes...
Did you grow up there?
No, I did not.
Oh,
I did not, but there's something about when I came to Lagos, I just sit well in Lagos and, it's like, this is home.
Where in Itakose or where?
No. In Lagos.
Where in Lagos? Where in Lagos?
I've lived in 3 areas in Lagos. I lived in Akigi. I lived
that's the heart of Lagos.
Yes. I lived in Ilupeju, and now I am living in Ayobo.
Banana Island.
No, Banana Island. God forbid. Banana Island, God forbid. What do they have?
Why did you say God forbid?
What do they have?
They have peace. They have tranquility.
They don't.
They have serenity.
With that water that you cannot use to wash your hand, with all those rats, they won't. When they see you, Lagos Island rats, when they see you,
they don't run.
They don't run. No. They look at you like
you that we run.
They look at you and see. So what are we talking about?
Tell us about Agege.
Oh
I love Agege.
Agege also contains so many Hausa people.
Yes.
So you encounter, you can enjoy Agege and enjoy the northern dishes. And a mixture of it's a mixture of a mixture of color. And you see when you look at the motif on the walls, you see Africanness, Hausa part.
Okay.
So Agege too also.
You grew up there?
I only lived there.
Okay, you
when I left school, that was where I went to.
It's the same thing now.
At what age? I was almost
after university.
After university.
He's growing up now.
Okay.
You're still growing up.
I'm still growing up.
Yes.
So Agege, they call Agege Iluole.
Eko-ole.
Because when you are coming from Abeokuta and you say you are going to Lagos.
Oh my goodness.
When you get to Agege, and you are coming to Agege and you say you are going to Lagos. So when they say, where are you? And you say, Mo Aleko. So they now say, okay, Eko no Nija. Eko-ole, But the real Lagos is there.
Is where?
The
island.
Though that too has been defeated by urban renewal and stuff like that. So what used to be Lagos is now what you experience in some aspect of Shita, in Surulere. So the Lagos that we used to cherish is no longer there.
Okay, talking about the Lagos we used to cherish, and saying that you lived in Ilupeju.
Yes.
let's talk about some entertainment hubs, As a child, I was this small. I remember there was this place on Ikorodu Road.
Okay.
The Bobby Benson.
Bobby Benson, Kaban Bamboo.
Kaban, that. I was this small. I never went there, Kaban Bamboo. We had one further down in the Fadeyi.
Okay. Is it Kakadu? Morocco? No, Morocco is not even in Fadeyi.
I didn't know about that one. It's Fadeyi, Jibo,
okay.
access. And we had further down the arts place by the late Atalade.
Okay.
The arts place. And of course, let's talk about...
You say I've done try. You say I've done try. Some people don't know Atalade.
It's just my dad. My dad loved these people, so he took us to those places.
God bless him.
He's alive and he's watching, I'm sure. So we have the National Theatre, which was the entertainment hub, and we won't do this program justice if you don't talk about your experience with the National Theatre.
Well, I used to, anytime I drive past the National Theatre or I go there, I see a monumental, I don't know how to put it. It's something like something that you have and you don't appreciate. Do you know that just the beauty of that structure itself, the cap, it looks like a cap anyway.
A military cap.
Yeah, a military cap. The beauty of that structure itself, the environment and everything, is enough to keep you captivated just looking at it. And then when you now go in and you see the different aspect of what the place can do, we have not, it's like somebody who has about 500 million people as a filmmaker, and you cannot sell 10,000 copies. But you can be sure that about half or more than half of that population is watching your movie. But you cannot read them and make money from them. That is exactly my own interpretation of the National Theatre. It is just there. We don't know what to do with it. We have it. It's like we have gold and we don't know what to do. It is there. It is staring us in the faces. We can see it there every day. Only God knows what we have wasted by allowing that structure to be just like that. But I hope that people, I know that people are doing something. There's supposed to be a theatre performance in the National Theatre every day of the year. That people will come and say, look, I want to. But I think part of the problem that National Theatre has is administrative management. If somebody comes up with an idea, and then this administrative and management thing, some people who have good ideas have worked in the place before, but they kill the ideas. There's suspicion of this and that, this national. I think they should take that National Theatre, take it and give it to somebody to run.
As
like
an
private
sector.
Private, who knows that he has to make money from there. Because at a point it was almost becoming den of robbers, that you would hardly go there without you getting robbed. Because people are not going there as they used to. There was almost a film show in that place before, every day or every weekend. That was the destination for entertainment in Nigeria. People will come from Badagry, people will come from Agege, people will come from, Ikorodu. They are going to watch film. At least when Omorukon was showing, it was there for a long time. And people went there to watch. But after a while, people just, by Adebayo Salami, after a while, everything fizzled out. Maybe because of the structural adjustment program of Babangida and everything. But you see, we have gone beyond all of that now. And we still have that structure, an enduring structure. And do you know, if we want to build that in now, I'm not sure we can afford it.
No.
It's big.
It's massive.
It is. And we hope that one day we'll just realize that that is a national symbol of our unity. We need to do something to make sure that people see it the way it is. Make sure the place is properly lit. And do you know that all these things, if you allow people to come in and contribute what they have, whether from lighting, whether from theater performances, and so many other things, they can showcase artistic things there. I'm sure that place will come alive. We need to bring it alive. It is wasting and it's so annoying. It's so painful.
All right. Finally, what legacy do you hope to leave behind as the man Yinka Akobi?
Well, I want to be remembered as a man who never does anything that is not family friendly. I don't touch anything that is not family friendly. And that is why when I was given and when I say family friendly, I don't just look at my immediate, the people of my age. Because if I look at the people of my age, the materials, once a material gets out, you can't control where it goes to. So, for instance, when we were doing Madame DRS and we came to the point that we were going to do music and everything, I had to write more songs and adapt Baba Olaya's Baby Jowo. I had to remove Kowa Fumi. I made it Kowa Fife Tutu Sokomi. And when he was doing his own beat with Two-Face, that was the version that he used. So those are the things that I want to be. I want to be somebody who respects humanity and who demands it for the next person that I'm dealing with at any point in time. First of all, I see you as a human being. Before you are either a Christian or a Muslim. Or you are first of all a human being.
Or Yoruba, Igbo.
Or Yoruba or Igbo. Anytime we are having anything that is of common interest. But when it has to identity, I want to be first of all known as a Yoruba man before I am a Nigerian. Okay. And before I am a citizen of the world. Because that's where I'm coming from. So when Tita bá dàrú, ilé a máa padà sí o. And then tó bá ti balẹ̀ jẹ́, kò lè rí bí padà sí. So, everybody is like a town. There's a town that we all live in. We respect ourselves and we love ourselves, but everybody has a home. Whether your home is a flat or a one-room apartment, the fact remains that you have a home that you have to go to.
All right, as we wrap up, what's your perception about our show?
Well, I love the fact that the show gives me the it's not rigid. It gives me the freedom to express myself, to shift on my chair. Not that the camera cannot move, and not that there are some shows that they don't even have space. They just they conscript you to a particular place, and you think you're in a straight jacket until the. When I came here, I enjoyed this place. I feel in his space, and that's because you can see I've been moving, going here, moving forward, moving back, So I enjoy the program, and I think the fact that it is that flexible, the flexibility about it is something that you guys need to keep up, so that you don't, in the quest for wanting to add subjects, remove the flexibility. It's flexible. And it's talking about things that, and that's why they say life is a comedy for he who can think, and a tragedy for he who only feels. It's not about feelings. It's about, you have to be this and if you can think.
That's deep.
Life, and the way we have added this lightness to what we discuss, I feel like I am flowing. The only thing is that maybe next time I wouldn't add that to that. You put something in so that you can not a gogoro. I'm talking of maybe something, maybe tea.
Do you know we've been talking for 1 hour 20 minutes. And it seems like just 10 minutes.
You see, that is part of the beauty of the program. That's part of the beauty of the program. Well, when I was contacted for the program, the producer, I know maybe he doesn't want me to say this. He knows that one believes in him.
You say it.
One believes
to him
in him well enough that you always go and wait somewhere to make sure that you can't say no. Even when
okay.
yeah. So I think it's part of the fact that most of the programs that he does, they are things that you can easily just fit in and
relate to
relate. And that is what we should be doing.
So producer, take your flowers.
Take your flowers. Okay.
Don't let it get into your head, but take it. No, seriously. It's and that is what is missing. Some of the things that we see
today.
How many real TV stations do we have anyway? Really because it's a case of every one of us now owns a TV station. By virtue of that phone.
True.
That you have, you are a TV station owner. You can do anything, and people will see it. And that is what we are doing here, is for people to see and hear.
Mr. Akombi, we have to go.
I don't want to go.
We have to go.
I don't want to go. Let's continue.
We have to go.
We need 30 minutes more. Okay, 30 minutes.
Okay, we'll continue this conversation after now.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Yinka Akombi, writer, film director, MD Pisces Audiovisual, and we've been talking extensively about drama and indigenous languages. I think from this conversation, we should be able to know who we are right now, identify with where we're coming from, and stay with it. He said something that first he sees people as human, and then later he sees himself as Yoruba.
Anegba man.
Anegba man.
Yes.
I'd like to thank you again. I'm even happy that you enjoyed yourself.
Thank you.
It's the conversation, but we have to go. He said we should stay another 30 minutes, which we will do after. Anyway, I am Adebimpe Omotai. I'll see you again next week.
And just to say thank you to the crew members, everyone who has worked to ensure that the conversation runs smoothly this week. Thank you. We see you. Take your flowers. I am Joy Olu. Enjoy your weekend.